So whenever I golf the next day, and I'm not sure if it's because of the golfing or because of the drinking, but like my lower back, like on my left side, is like a little sore every single
Yeah,
time.
dude, we're getting old.
I
Is
don't
what's
know. I don't know if
happening.
it's because I'm drinking too much when I'm there or because I swung really hard. What is Chief, my dudes? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday and a great weekend ahead of you. I'm sorry to tell you that June is coming to a close, but July's right around the corner, and you know what that means? July 4th, America's birthday. I cannot wait to
July
celebrate.
4th, the 4th of the month after June.
Another thing I can't wait for is this joke I want to tell Bryce. I made it up today. Well, it's a play on
Oh,
another joke.
okay.
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
Barely a bear.
No, a gummy bear.
Oh, I like that. What's the play? What's the original joke?
That is the original joke. Now here's my play on it. What do you call a woman with no teeth?
Oh God, this
Talk about
gonna
the
be
best $20 I ever spent.
is so bad. I'm glad that an innocent gummy bear joke inspired your sexist prostitute joke.
Dude, I asked Google, my little home thingy, if I was like, oh, tell me a joke, and they told me the gummy bear joke, and I was like, all right, I get.
Do you think they would tell you a dirty joke if you asked?
Let's see. Okay, Google, tell me a dirty joke.
Here's a dirty joke for you. Why did the coffee taste like mud? Because it was ground just a couple of minutes ago.
Okay, so they gave me a joke about like dirt, like.
Oh, let me try mine now. Let's see if Alexa can do it. Echo, tell me a dirty joke.
What do you call a pig who tells jokes? A shtick in the mud.
Okay, so
Yeah,
mud,
that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, the one that she said to me was, why does coffee taste like dirt? Because it was just ground this morning.
I still don't get that.
Because it was
Oh.
ground this morning. It was the ground.
Yeah, but you also grind coffee, so that could just be a normal statement.
But that's the play on words is that you ground
I
the coffee.
hate that joke. Okay, I fucking hate that
I didn't
joke.
make it up. I didn't make up.
You're responsible.
Yours was worse. A shtick in the mud.
Yeah, mine at least it sounds like it could be like a racial slur, something like at least dirty.
Oh, so it's better because it's racial.
Yeah. Dude, speaking of that, I've been watching a lot of
Okay.
comment like
A lot of Nazi rallies.
no, it's annoying. I've been watching a lot of stand up lately, like new specials coming out because people are starting to tour again, and everyone's material is the same, and it's so fucking boring. It's either COVID related or like transgender related, and everyone has the same jokes. Like, you want me to call her a she? Or like, this guy got the fucking Johnson Johnson with a dumbass. Like, everyone has the same punchlines, and
Really?
it's so annoying.
I feel like, I mean, when we first started doing the podcast, we talked about COVID for a long time. It was like the talk of every single conversation.
Yeah, I guess it's just because these stand-ups haven't been able to tour. And so normally what happens, right, is they'll go out on the road for months at a time, just refining their set until they have it to a tight, like whatever, 30 minutes to an hour that they think is funny. So they might have, and you can't tour if everything's shut down. So they're probably just coming out with this material now. But like everyone we've experienced, we're done with this. Like it's fucking annoying now.
Not to mention, I mean, usually what you do if you're a comedian is you pull from your own life, and their life, we haven't been, I mean, for a couple of years, your life has changed, and you haven't been, like, going out as much and doing as much stuff as you want to do. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure they have less stuff to pull from, so they're just like, what's relevant now? Okay, dudes becoming girls, and COVID, got it.
God, dude, if I hear another vaccine joke, I swear. It's like the stupidest shit ever. We might be going to see a comedian here if my kid waits until the right date to come out. We're going to try to see Nate Bargatze. Have you heard of him?
No. I'm also bad with names, though. I'm sure I've seen him.
Yeah, he's like the very dry, boring like dad from Nashville. But I'm hoping he doesn't have any material like that.
There's this one comedian he's on TikTok. I don't know his name, but he's very... I think he has like autism or something because the way he talks. I think
younger.
We watched him when I was in Bend with you.
on my TV.
Yeah, and he's like, God, what's one? I can't think of any of his jokes right now. But his delivery is very kind of like Rain Man-ish, like the way
We
he
watched
like,
his special. Like
he like rocks back and forth and like he's like robotic with it.
You're not talking about Mark Normand, right?
Maybe. Let me look it up. Hang on. Yeah, that's him. Yeah,
What?
I think he is. He has like a weird
I
kind of
don't
like.
think so.
Okay, I'm just gonna type in Mark Normand autism. See what that.
I'd be shocked. He's one of my favorite comics out, like new comics coming out now, but which is funny because like I think he's approaching 40 or in his 40s, but he's like finally getting some kind of success.
Mark Normand is on the spectrum. Allison Rosen. Mark Normand returns to talk about his recent sold-out live podcast, Tuesdays with Stories, being on the spectrum, relationships. So I'm assuming he's on the spectrum. Maybe
Man.
he has autism or something.
I mean, I think I'm on the spectrum a little bit too.
I feel like everyone kind of is.
Yeah, I did weird shit as a kid. I used to like count my steps.
I used to not count my steps, but if I was walking over a crack, if I walked over like a certain amount on one foot, I had to kind of like do the same with the other foot. Like it had to match.
Dude, I feel like we've had this exact combo. This is weird deja vu right now.
Yeah.
Are you feel it too?
We've definitely talked about it before maybe, but not on the podcast, I don't think.
I used to like take turds and then try to like pick it apart and then see what was from my digestion.
Yeah, I used to
Right.
just try to shove it back up inside just to see if I like lost any nutrients and if it was going to digest it again, you know?
Yeah, I used to put my dog up in a tree. No reasoning behind that one.
That's it. Jesus, man. That went dark fast.
Whoa, how's that dark? Yo, you know what sucks? I don't know why this thought process, train of thought dog in tree, kind of like a panther, Black Panther, Marvel Black Panther. We went to trivia last week, and guess what one of the categories was? It was the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Dude, I would have killed it.
I know. I was like, where the fuck is Daniel? We missed 2, I think.
Man.
What eye patch is Nick Fury's eye patch? Or what eye is Nick Fury's eye patch on?
It's on his right eye.
Wrong.
What?
Well, guess we dodged the bullet. And in Iron Man 2, when Tony Stark brings back a box of fruit to Pepper Potts,
Strawberries.
what fruit? Yep. We put strawberries and we changed it to like fucking peaches or something.
Dude, no, it's Hope, I'm doing a podcast. All right, Chelsea, I'm doing a podcast.
All right, Aurora, I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah, she's like, it's Chelsea. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever it is, I'm doing a podcast.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
Yeah. Come on in. Shit, what was I gonna say?
Pepper Potts
Oh
strawberries.
yeah. One of my favorite scenes is when, what's his face? Hawkeye.
Tony Stark.
No, Hawkeye like retires and then comes back and they're like, well, you didn't like retirement? He's like, I don't know. I played golf, played 18, shot 18. I can't seem to miss. You're like, fuck, dude. If I could get a hole in one just once in my lifetime,
That's so sick.
I'd be set. And he gets 18. You fucker.
Dude, I would love to get a hole in one, but I feel like I'm not talented enough now to where if I did it, it would feel like a fluke.
Oh, it would definitely, yeah,
Like
100%. Like you can make
Like
it on
I
the
want to
green
like
maybe a
I
couple
want to
times.
like earn it, like hit it, have it feel good, and like, oh yeah, that was great. Not like, well, gonna shoot triple bogey on the next hole after this hole in one. Sick.
So whenever I golf the next day, and I'm not sure if it's because of the golfing or because of the drinking, but like my lower back, like on my left side, is like a little sore every single time.
Yeah, dude, we're getting old.
I
is
don't
what's
know. I don't know if
happening.
it's because I'm drinking too much when I'm there or because I swung really hard.
No, it's your swinging for sure. Like
think it's my swing?
after the golf simulator, my fucking inner thighs hurt.
Your inner
Standing.
thighs,
Yes, just from rotating, I think.
just from standing there.
Like we're getting old as shit.
Yeah, we did, a couple little like just chip shots yesterday at Brennan's house, but I also drank. So I woke up today and I was like, I don't know which one it is, man, but whatever it is, I need to stop doing one of those things. It's either the drinking or the golfing or the combination.
It's got to
of
be
the
when
two.
you like rotate.
I don't know. I also just saw a TikTok the other day where a girl is like, "Oh, having a great day," and then it's like it hears like a fart noise. It's like, and then it shows her in the hospital bed, and she's like, "Kidney failure." Like, and I was like,
What?
and I'm like, "Oh shit, what happened?" And I like scroll through, and she's like, "I just woke up and my back was hurting, like my lower back." And I'm like, "Oh, that's not great.
That's not great.
That sounds exactly what's happening right now to me."
Then you scroll further back, and she's an avid golfer.
Yeah, and
with
drinker.
a Bud Light sponsorship.
And I'm like, okay, so clearly I need to stop doing that. And I told you about that. One of my dad's friends, he kept getting pulled over from softball games. He'd be drinking during softball, and they'd pull him over, and he almost got DUIs like multiple times. And he's like, dude, I keep almost getting DUIs. I gotta stop playing softball.
Like, one of the things isn't the issue here.
Like, no, that's definitely not it, dude. You gotta
It's for
stop
sure
drinking and
softball.
driving.
I don't know. Maybe I'll join a bowling league
Yeah,
instead.
hopefully I'll have more luck there.
Fucking cops are known to patrol those fields after Tuesday at 7.
Yeah, and then there's that Ron White joke where he's like, I got pulled over the other day, got a fucking ticket, but that was bullshit because they were pulling over everyone on that sidewalk.
I love that. I think right now there's too much content being produced. Like, thinking of how saturated film and television production is nowadays, I feel like there's an overload of content, like way too much to keep track of, and I pulled some stats to kind of like highlight what it looks like. So in the year 2021, there was 381 TV shows with the debut, like new shows that came out. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Imagine each major producer has a new show to watch, like one show. So say that's like Primetime TV, Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Amazon, Disney, now Paramount. That's 7 networks with a show. So that's, 7 hours of the week on new content every year, let alone like shows that are running like season 5 or season 3. Mm-hmm. That's TV. Now let's look at film. In the year 1950, there were 1,875 films released globally. For the nerds out there, that's 5 films per day released in the year 1950.
And that's globally?
Globally.
Okay.
In 1970, 3,600 films with about 10 per day released. Okay. In 2019, so I wanted to do pre-pandemic, there was 12,222 films released globally. That's 33 per day. That's an increase of 500% from 1950. And for context, if the average movie is about 90 minutes long, in 2019 they put out 49 and a half hours of film every day. It's literally impossible to watch as much content that's being produced.
You could never in your lifetime watch every single movie.
You literally couldn't.
Now. No.
Because it's expanding. Like next year, 2020, 2021, I'm sure films are down because of the pandemic, but it's not like they're going to stop producing films. They're going to produce more and more. More and more shows are going to get produced. It's like there's too much content. There's so many shows I've been recommended, and it's like I just don't have the, like Ted Lasso. I sure should watch it.
That is such, you need to watch that show.
I
It's
know,
so
but
good.
I don't have the time to.
It is literally one of the best shows I've ever seen.
Yep, probably won't watch it.
You what? Why?
Because it's just not. I don't know. It's not a priority to me.
No, dude, it's hilarious. It's got a good storyline. It has ups and downs, like sad moments, happy moments, hilarious moments. The writing is phenomenal. The acting is great as well.
Yeah, I like
And
the writers.
It's just a good show all around. I think you should definitely watch it. And
This is why I'm saying people tell me this all the time with random shows, and it's like probably won't, guys.
okay, well this one you gotta watch. And then also I just watched Stranger Things. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I know, and now you're starting season 1 again?
I'm starting it all over. They wrapped shit up.
Season 2 sucks.
No, season 1 isn't that good, dude. I'm watching it now like this is garbage compared to 3 and 4.
3 is dope. So 4 is better than 3?
Well, no, I don't know because I haven't seen it in a while. So I think I need to like revamp on it.
What's
I need
the
to watch it again.
theme of 4 because the theme of 3 I dug. I like the 80s
the mall scene.
Yeah, the 80s mall and fucking pool with the lifeguard. What's like the theme of 4?
The theme is like, it's like spring break. Like they're literally on spring break, but it's not like, like beach day and hanging out and stuff. Like it's like spring break from Indiana, wherever they are. So like spring break from hell. The devil wears a tube top
and no sunscreen.
I think it's better. It's people. They're like, oh, it's scary. Like it's scarier than the last season. Like yeah, it's definitely more scary, but I wouldn't consider it like scary.
Oh, that's cool. They got it scarier.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Hopper died in 3, huh? Oh, all right. So he's in the upside down, and we gotta save him.
Well, I mean, they hinted at that in the 3rd one. Like
I don't know. I don't remember that. It was so long ago.
Because remember, they like turned off the machine or like closed the portals, and then there was a Demigorgon in Russia, and you're like, well, how'd that Demigorgon get there? Obviously,
dude. It all makes sense now. Is that Demigorgon's name Vladimir?
And that's why the Ukraine is having a hard time right now.
They're in the upside down.
Exactly. We just gotta turn that frown upside down, and
we just have to put a bunch of like
in a good mood.
And let's see if that works out.
I don't know what that was.
That's like the Ukraine's leader.
Oh, well. That joke flopped. I'm not gonna lie.
It's all right, dude.
Because no one's gonna understand that.
Honestly, what's the average batting average?
Leave it
in the MLB. It's probably like .150. That's about my joke percentage. I hit 15% of the time.
That's not bad. I mean, if you're hitting 15% of the jokes, that's still pretty good.
I mean, it's not great.
Let's assume like okay. Let's assume like you're like I know you're not going to now, but let's assume you go to the bar to pick up a girl, right? If you have a 15% chance of picking up someone,
that's not great.
That's not bad. That means that you're for sure going home with someone if you talk to enough people. It's not bad.
So you talk to 9.5 people ish, or a Siamese twin. No, a conjoined twin.
A conjoined twin, yes. A Siamese twin. That's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Why don't they just call those twins? Well, you got to put some extra flavor on it.
Well, because when you say twin, people are like, "Oh, you're two separate
fraternal
people.
Or identical." Identical. What's Siamese then?
Siamese, pretty much the same person. Yeah. I mean, if you're a conjoined twin, you're stuck together.
Siamese is conjoined.
I think it is.
Okay, we're learning here, folks, and so are you.
That's like those girls that had like their heads connected. That would suck so bad, especially like dating. Like imagine your sister is like dating a total asshole that you hate, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's like, did you ever see the movie Stuck on You? I think it is, or no?
Yes. Yeah. Owen Wilson?
No, not Owen Wilson. It's
Matt
Damon's in it. Yeah, they have like a giant stuffed teddy bear, but it's really him. And she's like, I just want to lay with you. He's like, well, you got to lay with me and the teddy bear. And then eventually she's like, what? You're gay? And he's like, no, you don't understand. Look. And he like takes off his clothes, and you just see like their sides are like conjoined.
These fucking movies you could not make today.
No. There's a scene in that movie where I'm like, you literally can't make that scene today because of the whole like, the
LGBTQ plus IA.
Okay, that's what it is. Now there's a scene where he plays like a really slow song, and it's like talking about like how he misses his brother and stuff. And the guy walks in, Matt Damon walks in, and he goes, "You." They're like, you can't say that. Like you can't say that. I was thinking about that. Like, okay, that scene. You can't say that, obviously, now. But then also, I'm just shocked that RDJ, or Robert Downey Jr., never got canceled from doing literal blackface.
Yes.
For
even
Tropic
like
Thunder.
As a mock, like he was mocking the character, right? But it's still why I think he got a little back, like, but nothing.
No way, because Iron Man came after that, and it was like he was.
No, I do remember like people talking about it. Or maybe
Yeah.
it was like when he came on to like Joe Rogan or something. I don't know.
I'm
but
a
like,
dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
how does that even get like? Yeah, how's that get written? And like studios don't say no. Like that's wild.
I want to be in that room when they're like, okay, here it is, man. It's a white guy who's an actor, and he really gets involved in his roles. So he's going to play a black guy, and we're just going to put makeup all over him and make him look like a black man. And they're like, yes, man, you are getting a raise.
And then I want to know what the makeup crew responded to when they said, hey, you're going to be working on Robert this morning.
Could you imagine if like one of them was like a black guy and they're like,
yes,
you're
like
fucking shitting me right now.
So uncomfortable, dude.
That seems like just a recipe for a disaster. Like there's no way they had any African American people working on the makeup artist for that.
They had to get all that footage on one day too, to think like, all right, take it off, run it back tomorrow.
He's like, no, dude, what did I say? Get out of here. Oh, I thought you were Chelsea.
What are you talking about?
Chelsea came in and she was like, hey, I'm doing a podcast, and she's like, I'm Chelsea. I'm like, okay, bye.
Was I on camera?
Yep.
Well, delete that.
Well, we're for sure not gonna keep that in here. You walked in a bra.
We're gonna blur it.
No, I'm not gonna blur it. I'm not gonna put it in at all. I don't want to see it. I'm editing this one. I don't want that in
Thank
there.
God. Thank God.
Yeah,
I don't have
seriously.
to receive
If
that
I was sending
footage.
it to you, could you imagine you just sitting in your room and Logan's like, "What
No.
the fuck?"
No, I don't want that. I don't even want to think about imagining it, man.
Why would she walk in here anyway? This is my room.
Bro, that's on you. That's something I don't want to think about.
Oh my God. You know what's funny? Today, the audacity of that lady, man. She walks into my room, says, hey, I need a shirt so I can go to this workout class. Then starts to tell me that my shirts are too big and they're never going to fit her. And I was like, they're my shirts. I know they're not going to fit you. I bought them from my body, not yours.
Like, you fucking idiot. You think this would fit me? How about you get some better shirts, dude?
Yeah. She just fucking roasted me about my clothes. She's like, this is way too big. What are you thinking? And she put it on. She's like, look how fucking stupid this looks. I'm like,
Everyone's
dude.
going to make fun of me, and I'm going to tell them it's your fault.
I was like, I just woke up, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, please, you came into my room and you just heat just radiating off you about my fucking
God.
shirts.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. So I'm glad that happened on the episode that I'm editing, because yeah, that would be an awkward situation for you. It's awkward for me.
It's less awkward for you
Yeah,
because you
it's-
experienced it in real life too.
Yeah.
So you're just reliving the trauma through footage.
Now I get to see my reaction when it happens. Like,
I have a thought to end us out on. Why does your nose run but your feet smell?
I don't even want to think about that, because it just like it weirds me out a little bit.
Your nose should smell and your feet should run.
I know. I don't like it. It's frustrating. It's the same kind of concept of, why is your nose not 12 inches?
Why would it be?
Well, if it was, it would be a foot.
Right. So it's not. So there's a simple answer to your question.
I don't know. There might be a guy with a nose that big.
Yeah. And guys, before we say anything more fucked up, thanks for joining us on the Chiefin podcast. Have a great weekend. We'll see you in July. We got some fun holiday patriotic American episodes coming out. Stick with us. Like, subscribe wherever you're joining us from. Check us out on social media. Enjoy the frick out of your weekend. And from all of us here at the Chiefin podcast, keep it chiefing.
Good sewed, guys.